Okay, I'm back. This should be a short video. Last time I showed you most of my War of the Worlds type books. I, like I thought I was going to do, I didn't leave off a couple. I tried to add them into the comments, whatever. But this time, I'm going to show you all my versions of the Kilgore Trout Philip Jose Farmer book, Venus on the Half Shell. I don't know how many iterations there are of that, or not really iterations. They're all basically the same story as far as I know, just different covers and uh, different printings. There is one that I know of that I don't have. In the It's probably the newest version, and the cover makes it look like it's a noir type story, and it just did not appeal to me, so I didn't search that out and order that. But these are the few I got. And as far as I know, these are the main ones that come up when you do a search. If there are any others, please let me know. I might look into them. But I think other than that one, this might be all of them. And it's not that many. First, I'll start off with is where it was originally printed in fantasy and science fiction in part 1 and part 2. Uh, December 74 and January 75 is where it started. About 60 pages a piece, I think, somewhere along in there in each of the book, big chunk of the magazine. And when I ordered these, I looked up. These are actually pretty nice copies. I'm not sure if they were really read that much because the binding, other than the very front, is still pretty stiff. So I think they may not have been read very much if they read at all. So these are actually pretty good copies. I looked up on that, although it doesn't really matter to me, but I'll be fine either way. So there's the first one. And the second one, I've already read the introduction of the forward to this, and it's where he talks about how he took on the moniker of Kilgore Trout, which, for those of you who aren't aware, was a creation by Kurt Vonnegut. And in Vonnegut's books, there's a lot of allusions to this writer and everything about books that he wrote and how hard they are to track down and everything. And PJ said, well, why don't we actually write some of those books? And he tried to get some people together, and he had limited success with getting people to write stories, like that. I think he kept the Kilgore version himself and tried to write some, but it wasn't really as successful as he tried to make it. But he was able to get this one out, and this is the Titan Books version. I believe they did a lot of Phillips books. The format looks very similar to other Phillips books I've seen. As you can see, I'm not sure how good you'll be able to see these, but there's a couple on the back here. Flesh and Tales of Wold Newton. I don't think there's any other pictures. But yeah, they did a few of this publisher did a few of his. So there's that one. And I'm not sure if anything changed from the magazine version to these, or was added, but this book is over 300 pages, including all the like the forward and whatnot. And you're looking at maybe 120 or not much more than that total for the two magazines here. So that'd be interesting. I'll wind up reading all of them, more or less. So I may have to skip through some of them if it seems too familiar. The next one I'll get to is probably the most in depth. It's the Subterranean Press version. This one is a library copy, which doesn't bother me one bit. It means I can have more liberty to read it. And it does have some extras in it. Not just the story. It's got a foreword and introduction. The how and why I became Kilgore Trout, just like the other one did. It's got the main story, and then it looks like it's got a few other stories in there. Including the Adventures of the Peerless Peer, which is another one that Philip did under the Kilgore name. Or, no, wait a minute, that's probably not a Kilgore story, is it? That's, shoot, I done forgot. He did a few, not just Kilgore, but as other characters from other books. So this might be like a Sherlock Holmes story or whatever, like a character from that. Yeah, I see the name now. Yeah, that's nothing to do with Kilgore. I'm sorry about that. It's been a while since I read that little introduction, so I don't. Watson, yeah, by John Watson. The story as John Watson would have wrote it, or I guess, Yeah, makes sense now. Yeah, there you go. Subterranean Press. They put out good books. One of the best. I'm not sure how much of a small press they are anymore. I think they started off with one, but they put out limited editions at any rate, and one of the best ones that I know of. Although Suntop's made a big jump of late, kind of out of my range a little bit, but I still get Subterranean and SST books from time to time, at least. Both of them I highly recommend. The last two are paperbacks, again, regular paperback sizes. This is probably the most common version that you'll find. And it's a little over 200 pages, so it's closer to probably what was in the magazines. And it's the Dell version. If you do a search for the book, this is more likely than not the version you'll find come up. And, there's a little picture of back of what Kilgore's supposed to be, or who he's supposed to be. Yeah. So there you go. It's that. And the last one was probably the trickiest one for me to track down. It's a pretty nice copy itself. And it's the let's see, it's got a couple of publishers that are related to each other. I'm not sure which one is most involved in this one. Panther Granada. It's got Granada on the spine. Panther. So you'll see it listed both ways when you find it. So there's the Granada / Panther version, and about the same length as the other one. Although it looks a lot thicker. Yeah, it does. It is quite a bit thicker for some reason. Thicker paper, I guess. Yeah. And it's also got a picture. It's a little more clearer of quote unquote Kilgore. Yeah. So there you go. So there you go. That's my Venus on the Half Shell collection. It's not very big. I don't know how many there were. As far as I know, that's most, if not all of them. Like I said before, please let me know if you know of any others. So I guess that's all I need to talk about. I haven't read the actual story yet. I'm looking forward to it. I got so many on my TBR. I don't know when I'll be able to get to it, but eventually I will. So if you stuck with me, watch this. I thank you. Thank you again. We'll see you next time. Blessed be.